Hello guys, welcome back. So I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about the first time that the kids met my parents and the first time that Billy met my grandparents and several of my siblings and aunts and uncles and all that. Okay, so I was making another video about holidays and how we have a very flexible arrangement. That reminded me of this. Okay, so I met the kids at Whataburger, and they were really nervous, and it was really cute, and I was like, okay, and it was fun, like, but you could tell they were extremely nervous. Okay, then a couple months later, it was Easter, and my parents knew that I was dating somebody with kids, and it was serious, and that's why I had told them, because, like, I felt this was very serious, like, this is probably gonna go somewhere. And then my mom was my mom was more supportive than my dad, which is kind of funny. My dad was just like, well, we'll see. I'm like, stop saying that. And so my mom really, so Easter was supposed to be the kids' mom's holiday, and Billy had talked to her, and basically, like, we had arranged that we would keep the kids that day. This is before we were living together and all of that. But she agreed that he could take the kids. And so my mom had, like, gone out of her way. So Billy had met my parents a couple weeks before, and he was like a nervous wreck. He was a nervous wreck when I met his mom. Like, I was like, I kept punching him, like, stop, relax. I instantly loved, like, actually, I met his dad and his stepmom first, I think. And he was nervous, but not as nervous. But when I met his mom, it was cracking me up. He was so nervous when I met his mom, and I instantly, like, fell in love with her. I was like, I love your mom. She's awesome. So it was kind of funny. Okay, then he met my parents, and he was really nervous. And I was nervous, but then I wasn't, because I knew I had an out. Like, I could go get on a four-wheeler. I was like, hey, we could go get on four-wheelers. But it was also kind of cool because I think that was the first time he met my siblings too, my younger two siblings. Yeah, they were there too. And so it was really exciting for him to meet my younger two siblings and my parents. And so anyway, that was funny. But my brother scared him and everything else. So he stuck around. Okay, so then when the kids' mom was like, oh, we're doing Easter. Well, my mom had kind of, like, just told everybody, like, hey, we're doing Easter. Like, this is a really big deal. And so he was going to meet, the kids and him were going to meet they were going to meet my parents. He was going to meet my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff like that. And I think at this point he had already met one uncle and aunt. Yeah, he'd already met one uncle and aunt. Because we had gone and done something in Houston, and so we stopped by to go see my dad. And so, oh my gosh. Okay, so we moved. Okay, so then I think we had done that in Houston, and he met my grandmother. But anyway, for Easter was like, I feel like this is all out of order. But anyway, we went to meet they went to go meet everybody. So when we had gone, my mom went way out of her way for the kids and Billy to meet everybody. And he was like, I just want it to be, like, not as non-stressful as possible. Which is why my mom hosted it versus, like, at, like, my aunt or uncle's or my cousin's house. Like, my mom and dad hosted it. And so my parents went, like, way out of their way. My mom made, like, this carnival thing where the kids would play these games, and they used their Easter eggs that they had hunted from the Easter egg hunt to, like, pay as, like, their tokens. And then all the kids got, like, a stuffed animal and, like, treats and, like, all kind of stuff. Like, we had a ton of stuff there. And then my mom and then we had the horses. They saddled up the horse. They live on 10 acres in the middle of nowhere. My mom had the horses. My mom had, like, toys outside for them to play and everything. Well, so we knew it was going to be a little nervous, but, like, nerve-wracking, but I brought my non-bio nieces and nephews, which they're my nieces and nephews, but to make this story make sense, like, you're bringing your nieces and nephews, duh, like, what? But anyway, I brought my non-bio nieces and nephew, and the kids had the kids met them? know now that I think about it. I know that the kids had met Billy. It was very important for them to know him and feel comfortable with him. If they didn't feel comfortable, then this was a no-go. And so now that I think about it, they may not have met them. Anyway, so we kind of like all packed up in the van and we went. And then, oh yeah, Jason, Jake and Zoe had met Billy then. That's right. He had met them then because of the birthday party. Oh my gosh, this story's all over the place. Okay, so when we got there, like, Billy was kind of nervous to meet because I have like that interrogation family where everybody has to interrogate you. And so when we got there, of course we got there early, so I was helping set up and stuff. So I kind of got distracted with helping. And then my youngest niece had been there before. She was about a little over 1 the first time that she had gone there. She was super little the first time. And so now she was like 2.5. So it would have been about a year. And so when we went, she was in the back, like behind the house, like playing ball with Billy. And because she had met him, I think, twice at this point. So she was getting used to him being around. And then the other kids were in the front and they were playing with Jake and Zoe because the other two had, like, the older two had known Jake and Zoe for, like, the longest. I mean, so they were really comfortable. So then Michael and Lydia started playing with them. And they kind of just did their own thing. And then my grandfather... So my grandfather come in. My grandfather is cool. Like, he's great. But he comes in and he goes and... I don't even remember. I guess they introduced themselves because I really at this point do not remember what was going on. And so he goes up to Billy and he's like, she likes kids. And he was like, yeah, I know. He's like, no, I mean, like, she really likes kids. And he was like, we brought like 5 kids that aren't even ours with us, you know, like, it's kind of funny. He was like, yes, sir, I know. He's like, we brought like 5 kids that don't even belong to us, kind of thing. And he's like, oh yeah, she does that all the time. He says, she's always bringing extra kids. Like, whose kid is this? And so, it was kind of fun, but my parents did go out of their way. My mom especially went out of her way to make everybody feel comfortable with the horses, with the food. Like, she had so many different types of food there, because our kids are picky. And, like, there were just so many snacks, so much food. We had the horses. Livy got to ride the horse for the first time. It was just, it was amazing. But it was kind of funny because they were nervous, but in the end, I think, like, the dogs and the horses won them over, and just being able to be kids and have fun. And so it was a great experience. I can't say how they were feeling, honestly. I know they were nervous at first, like, there's all these people and they don't know. But the thing that I love about the kids is they're very resilient, and even when they're nervous, they do try to do something and, like, get out there and, you know, find that comfort level. Michael was a hoot at the wedding. Like, I was like, you little turd. But I do love that about the kids, is they're very resilient, and they do really well, and they do find that once they find that opening that they can kind of connect with somebody or something, they do. And so it was really awesome. It was funny, but it was awesome. Anyway, guys, that's my funny story. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.